Elements.cloud enables you to accelerate your Salesforce implementation lifecycle, and Work.com is the great example of why that is so important. On the 1st of June, Work.com was released, and we built an org, installed the managed packages, and then built the process maps to support the implementation and the training for those applications, so you can drive up user adoption. We also synchronized all the metadata into a metadata dictionary and analyzed all the metadata and attached the relevant documentation to provide in-app pop-up help. And all this content is freely available to anybody who needs it. So let's see how this works in practice. Here is the Work.com command center for monitoring return to work readiness. I can see that 42% of employees are unavailable. So if I click here, I can look at all employees. And I can see that Salesforce Tower in London is probably an issue with the number of people who are unavailable. So let's go and look at that location. The first thing you notice is that we have an embedded Elements process diagram inside the record page. We have an Elements Lightning component where you can drop in any process diagram. And there's a process step here about how you send surveys to employees. And there are attached training notes on how to send the survey to all employees at a location with some screenshots. But there are other places where there are training material. You can see the grey Salesforce help icons. Elements can extend those and turn them into drop-down help at field but also at object level. Here's a drop-down with a number of different help topics. There is a note with a definition about a location, and I can vote to say whether this is helpful or not. I can embed any URL link, a video, a PDF, a Trailhead trail, or a wiki page. And I can embed any process diagram. And finally, I can leave feedback and the admin will be informed and can instantly make changes to the help topics. So let's see where this content comes from. Elements has a hierarchical mapping tool. So you can see if any of these activity boxes has a corner, it drills down to the next level of detail. If we drill down into the wellness processes, we see links to training material and links to the Salesforce metadata items that relate to those steps. And all the process diagrams are version controlled. And we synchronized all the Work.com org metadata, including all the managed packages. The synchronization analyzes the metadata and builds the metadata dictionary. I can drill down to the location object and see how many fields, how many page layouts, and how many records by record type. If I click on the Documentation tab, this is where we attach the help that populates those purple icons. If I go down further to field level, every field has an impact assessment. And here's the tab for adding documentation. And in the Usage tab, we tell you records by record type, and more importantly, where's that field used? So everything I've shown you is inside Elements. But if you see that little blue cloud icon, you can open up Setup on that page. And with our Chrome extension, everything you saw in our application appears in the right panel inside Salesforce. So Elements.cloud helps you increase adoption, increase agility, and increase trust. It enables you to implement Work.com more quickly with greater adoption, so we can all get back to work safely.